somebody's in big trouble. And that somebody's name is Kristen Ritter, Jessica Jones herself, because she just leaked the Daredevil Born Again Season 2 trailer. I'm not seeking penance for what I've done, neighbors. I'm asking forgiveness for what I'm about to do, because this shit makes something to me. I just know Kevin Feige is somewhere saying really, but I ain't mad at it because Daredevil Born Again Season 2 looks fire. And not only does it got me ready to run through a brick wall, it got me ready to let out a primal scream too. But there's some very interesting things happening in this trailer. Hints at story details, some cameos, and y'all know me, if I get a little bit of crumbs, I'm gonna make a 10-star me. Because either way, me and you know what we gotta do. We gotta talk about it. First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. But for real, like a Randy Orton RKO out of nowhere, the entire internet was asking if someone could leak the new Daredevil Born Again Season 2 trailer, and Kristen Ritter on her Instagram story herself said, fine, I'll do it myself. And you know what? This video might get cooked, but if it hasn't gotten cooked from Kristen Ritter yet, I think we might be good. Fuck it, roll the damn tape. I just know Kevin Feige is looking at Kristen Ritter like, really? Now, it wasn't the full trailer, it was just a section of the trailer, and it was in a weird angle, but let's go ahead and break it down anyway. In this first shot, we still got that bald-headed demon, Fisk, laughing at what appears to be someone mocking him on TV. Because in this next shot, we got like this mockumentary style thing going on with Mayor Kingpin. This might be like the MCU's version of like SNL or some shit. Or it could be a part of a more elaborate scheme to try to get Fisk out as mayor. Matter of fact, this kind of looks like Fat Joe, don't it? I need y'all to lean back. But I'm really curious to see the political aspect of New York City after Fisk outlawed all vigilantes and seeing who actually stands by his side and who doesn't. We then cut to a shot of what I'm pretty sure is Matthew Lillard's character. I always come back. Yeah, in case you don't know, Matthew Lillard has joined the cast of Daredevil Born Again Season 2. He's playing a character named Mr. Charles, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna end up being one of the villains. We already know, thanks to Brad Winderbaum, that he's an antagonist to Fisk himself. But I'm just juiced that we have 2 Scooby-Doo members from the live-action movie in the MCU now. Raggy. Now, there is a Charles Burrows in the comics who's a serial killer. Here, he looks to be like some type of detective. Either way, I need him to be Mr. Fear more than I need Stu Macher as Mr. Fear, going up against a man without fear. We then cut to a shot of someone with a ski mask putting up a missing Matt Murdock sign. This is something that we actually got from set photos itself. As you can see the full image right here. If I had to guess, it probably has something to do with these other set photos of him and Karen trying to be incognito. I mean, she's over here looking like Scarlett Johansson in Iron Man 2. Or matter of fact, this looks like the Winter Soldier when they go on on a trip. But if I had to guess, they just turned on incognito mode and they're trying to solve this shit themselves. Because why else would Matt Murdock look like he's about to grab a microphone and say, "Fuck her right in the pussy"? We then get a shot of Matt in church looking angry or frustrated and probably just coming to terms with everyone he's lost up at this point. But that's when the doors of the church open up and we see these boots were made for walking. And that's just what they'll do. And I'll recognize these boots anywhere because it's me, Jessica. As we get our triumphant return of Kristen Ritter as Jessica Jones. And I used to pray for times like this. Dog, Matt's reaction to seeing her pull up in a church is like everything. He's like, fucking her again. Mind you, this is something that we have known about for months now, and we already got some set photos of her on. And bro, like, she's just wearing the same damn thing. She's as beautiful as the day we lost her. And if she ain't constantly rage baiting Matt, talking about his horns and shit, it's a miss. But I'm absolutely loving this dynamic. It was one of my favorites in the Defenders, and I can't wait to see them get a little bit more stealthy and PI focused. We then cut to an action sequence with Daredevil in his new black suit, throwing his billy club at a bunch of members of the AVT, and it looks like this might be another hallway fight scene. And if you know anything about Daredevil in hallways, this shit better be good. And there were other shots of like an AVT van crashing into a bunch of things. I'm assuming it's this action scene that was filmed on set that we got photos of. It looks like Peter Parker himself was taking these pictures because inhale that aura. We get our first shot at Dex in the trailer and it looks like he just got his ass beat and he's still smiling through it all. Can't believe this is his life. But now this is where I need everyone to lock the fuck in, because this is a shot of Daredevil pulling his hand out to help someone. But I want you to focus on the lighting. So we already know, thanks to the creative team on Born Again, they love the lighting to match characters. So if we look, red is usually everything that embodies Daredevil. But if we look at literally split in half, there's blue over here. And as the hand comes up to merge, bro, we get like a lightning strike in the background, and it's like the Predator handshake meme, or more like James Franco's Harry Osborn and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man teaming up at the end of Spider-Man 3. Because you can't really make out the hand, but the blue lighting suggests that he's helping up Bullseye, Dex, because we know his lighting is blue focused. We've gotten these set photos of what looks like them like temporarily teaming up to stop the AVT. And by the way, this looks like the hardest album cover of all fucking time. Inhale that potent discharge of aura. Now, this is one aspect that has me really intrigued if they actually do team up even for a second, just because of everything that Bullseye has put Daredevil through, mainly killing Foggy. But like even throughout Marvel cinema, Marvel animation, Marvel comic books, I can't even remember a time that these two would ever team up. Because if you don't know, Bullseye is basically just a psychotic fucking murderer. He's the break glass in case of emergency for Norman Osborn's Dark Avengers. That's how sadistic he is. So if they do end up teaming up, that'd be very interesting for his character. We then get a shot of Daredevil and Karen walking through a hallway. So this might be another hallway fight scene. And if I had to guess, I feel like they're going to the underground encampment that Fisk has, where he's holding all of these vigilantes and people he don't fuck with captive. But this for real, the only time I'll ever cheer on for a Karen. We get a quick shot of Kingpin and Michael Gandolfini's character. I still have a really weird feeling that he's his illegitimate son, and we're gonna find that out this season. Either that or he's just propping him up to be his next right-hand guy. Maybe he'll end up being the Rose. As we get another shot of an action sequence featuring Jessica Jones throwing some heavy-ass shit at the AVT members. Reason I say that is because I know those jeans, those boots, and that black jacket anywhere. As we then get another shot of Jessica, and like I said, bro, I know that jacket stank, but it's like we never left 2017. Like 2018, my bad, whenever Jessica Jones season 3 ended. It's just still so surreal to see her actually returning. And the final shot we get is a nice Tarantino classic trunk shot of "You Are Not Wesley, Lil Bro" and Michael Gandolfini's character. So if I had to guess, probably a dead body in that bitch. You already know they're teasing the return of all of the other Defenders, bro. I'm telling you, Mike Coulter's gonna make a surprise appearance in Daredevil Born Again Season 2 since they didn't officially announce it. I feel like that would be a good surprise to have during like episode 6 or 7. But regardless, that's all the new news and updates we got about Daredevil Born Again Season 2. My thoughts, theories, and opinions. Let me know what you think about all of this down in the comments below. And as always, like and follow for more.